Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's alcohol-free April, and of course it's Friday night, and of course with it being alcohol-free April, we're going to lead with an alcohol-free beer. Of course, it goes without saying. The beer is from BRULO and North Brewing. It is Mango Guava IPA. Now, I love a good IPA, and I love many things that come out of North Brewing. And I've had a few from BRULO, previously known as Coast, that were really quite nice as well. So I'm hoping this one's going to be a good one. I love mango and I love guava as fruit flavours. So what does it say on the side of the can? Well, it says that it is loaded with tropical fruit and dry hopped with Citra, Azaka, Eldorado and Simcoe hops. It's brewed in Edinburgh. And your usual ingredients are water, barley, oats, mango and guava, wheat, hops and yeast. It weighs in a very, very heavy 0.0% ABV. It's a 440ml can, and it's available from the Wise Bartender and other good outlets of alcohol-free beer. So it's got typical artwork for the brewery. You know, nothing groundbreaking, nothing new. Yeah, that is it. Let's open it and see what we think, shall we? My first ever month where I'm going to attempt fully alcohol-free. And yeah, so start with a good one. So we're pouring into my AF Beer Club glass, and the pour is pale, hazy. A few too many bubbles on that there glass, so apologies in advance for the DGM. Yeah, can't get rid of those. No, I can. There are some of them anyway. So that's your beer in a glass. It looks like fruit juice in terms of the colour. You've got a nice sort of bright orange that's reminiscent of orange juice. There's not much head, and I suspect a lot of that is down to the cleanliness of the glass. But yeah, it's nice and hazy. It looks all right in that sense. Let's have a whiff. It smells nice. It's nice to have my sense of smell back after the Rona. Big tropical fruit. Mango is in there. I'm getting pineapple, which is interesting. The guava itself is a nice sweet fruit, and I'm getting a hint of it. I'm getting little bits of orange come through. General sort of tropical fruit. And even something like banana. It's really quite interesting. That kind of creaminess. Almost like a Sharon fruit. That kind of vibe. It could be over sweet mango. But anyway, it looks good. It smells really, really nice. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. Oh my. Body is excellent. And it's medium weight. You've got good carbonation, not excessive. It's just about right. The mouthfeel is superb. Those flavours are punchy. They really are punching home. Big mango. The guava is obvious, and I'm getting a little bit of the pineapple come through, a little bit of orange. That creaminess that I was talking about is definitely present. It's almost like a vanilla edge. It works really, really well. It's superb. Hops are present in a big way. Malts are very subtle and in the background when we're talking super subtle. No bitterness to speak of. Super sweet and juicy. Yeah, that's hitting the spot. It is a fruit lover's dream. As for the IPA vibe though, it's kind of missing. It's missing that bitterness to support an IPA, but I get it. It is a fruity beer, and you can forgive it to some degree. I would... I'd hesitate against calling it the IPA though, because it's missing those key traits of bitterness and resin and oomph. What we've got is a beautiful fruit-based beer. Tastes lovely. Very nice indeed. So, BRULO Mango Guava IPA. Brewed with North Brewing, of course. What do I think of you? Well, I think you're rather nice, but let's see what Untapped thinks of you first of all. And it says there have been 386 check-ins in an average of 3.45. I was going to make a computer-based joke about the 386, but I'm not going to. Even though it is April Fool's Day, let's give it some points from me. My current scoreboard of joy is blank with everything, you know. So we've got the usual looks, the body, looks, aroma, body, taste, and the finish with the extra bonus points are available should the beer warrant them. So first of all, the looks. It looks nice. Let's give it a top up just so we can appreciate that again. You know, I suspect in a cleaner glass, let's try and encourage a head. In a cleaner glass, it would look better. And the head that is there, you can see the fruit juices killing it to a degree. It's up close there. I don't know if it's going to focus. Yeah. You can see the bits of fruit in the head that are just sitting there and just kind of killing it a little bit. But it's a minor thing. The colour of the beer is lovely. You can tell it's got that fruit juice in there. It gets hazier as you pour. And I suspect the can has settled a little. And maybe some of the proteins are separated out. But it's a great looking beer. It inspires confidence. You know when you're having a fruity beer that it's going to look something like that, and it does look good. I'm going to give it the 0.75 because of the lack of head, because visuals are important, and I like a good head on a beer. The aroma is great. It's big, it's fruity, it's bold, it delivers on what it says. I cannot fault it in any way other than the fact that it's not got that true IPA DNA flowing through the aroma. I expect more resin and hops and bitterness to come through on the nose. It is beautifully fruity, however. So because it is described as a mango and guava IPA, I'm not going to discount at any point. So I'm going to give it the full point on the nose. The body is brilliant, and I suspect in part that is due to the big, heavy nature of some of those fruit juices. It's medium heavy, it's thick, it's silky smooth in the mouth. And the carbonation, like I say, is spot on. It's a little bit suppressed by the body of the beer, but it works. I like it a lot. I'm going to give it the full point. The taste, and this is where I am going to be a little bit picky. It's described as an IPA. I expect some bitterness. This is sweet and fruity, and if you love that, you're going to absolutely love this beer. But I would like a little bit of bitterness more into this beer. A little bit bitterness more bitterness into this beer. Brain fog is real, ladies and gents. So yeah, I'm going to give it the 0.75 because it really does need that bitterness to give it that true oomph of an IPA. And the finish, again, on the finish, I look for hops, I look for bitterness, and I look for longevity. It has hops. It definitely does. They're coming through. The stone fruit flavours. Obviously, you've got the mango in there for real. But the Simcoe is going to bring a little bit of something. And the other hops are doing their thing quite nicely. But it is lacking that bitterness. It's a long finish as well. So 2 out of 3, as Meatloaf used to say, it wasn't bad. But I am missing that bitterness again on the back end of an IPA. So I'm going to give it the 0.75 because it's tasty and it delivers on 2 of the 3 things that I expect in an IPA. So what have we got there? We've got 4.25 out of 5, which means it can't have the bonus point as such. But would I buy it again? Yeah, I would. I would buy that again. It's nice and refreshing. It would be perfect in summer. And because it's completely alcohol-free, kids could enjoy it to some degree. Not that I'm advocating kids drinking my supply, but you know what I'm getting at. As for value for money, it was about £2.89, £2.99, £3-ish at Wise Bartender. Does it represent good value for money? I think it does. It's a very tasty option when you want a fruited beer and you want big fruity flavours on an excellent body. So there we go. That's a good way to sum it up. It's big fruity flavours on an excellent body. And yeah, 4.25 out of 5 out of, well, on my Untapped scoreboard of joy, should I say. With 2 extra boxes. Value for money and buy again, absolutely. So, before I waffle on too much more and trip over my words even more, we're going to say that has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got the looks. God, I can't get my words out. The like, the dislike, the subscribe, and the other one, the comment. I'll get there in the end. And yeah, choose any combination of as you wish and keep checking in for the rest of April for the alcohol-free April. I'll catch you again soon for another one. Bye.